Shabbat Shalom once again. I hope that you enjoyed the vibe of Shabbat last week. And here's this week, and this week is different. First, we'll start with a song for Shabbat to put you in a vibe, in a mood. Prelude to Shabbat, to be ready, because you have to be ready. Shabbat is a bride. She comes in. You have to be ready for her. Here's a song by Avraham ibn Ezra, who wrote the lyrics, and Piyut, which is a liturgical poem, and the melody is folk, Amami. Ki yeshmer Shabbat elei shemereni, yeshmer Shabbat elei shemereni, ot לעולם עד בינו וביני, אות היא לעולם עד בינו וביני, כי ישמר השבת אל ישמרני, כי ישמר השבת אל ישמרני, אות כי לעולם עד בינו וביני, עוד היא לעולם עד בינו וביני. This week's Torah portion is Chayei Sarah, the life of Sarah, but she dies. It's funny, the Torah talks about her life, but the name of the parasha, of the section, is Chayei Sarah, the life of Sarah. Anyway, she lived to be 127-year-old. I wish it to all of you. And this is also the last days of Abraham. When she dies, he talks to Ephron the Hittite that has a cave at the edge of his field, and he wants to buy it from him. And Ephron said, "No, Abraham, you are such an honored guest here. For you, it's free." But Abraham insists, and he buys it for 400 silver shekels, and he gets a deed. It's the first time in the Torah there's a real estate deal, and it's a proof that we really own the land. Avraham bought it 4,000 years ago. So here's a song about Eshet Chayil, a woman of valor, and they say that Sarah, she was the first Eshet Chayil, a woman of valor. Shlomo Karlibach melody, the book of Proverbs, chapter 31. Eshet Chayil ממצא ורחוק מפנינים מכרה, בטח בלב בעלה ושאלה לא יחסר, בטח בלב בעלה ושאלה לא יחסר. La 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 la. Sing with me. La 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 la. Wherever you are. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Also, the very long Torah portion this weekend, we hear about Abraham sending his servant Eliezer to find a wife for his son Yitzchak. So he goes and he finds a well, and he goes all the way to Aram, where Abraham came from, across the Jordan River. He finds a well for his camels, and but he has to wait until all the local people drink from the well and give water to the camels. And then he sees Rebecca, and she is so kind. She makes sure that he gets water and his camels get water. And he thought, that's the wife for Isaac. And the rest is history. But here is a song by Moshe Dor, words, Yosef Hadar melody, camels marching in a dry land. And everybody is really, really desiring cold water source. And it goes like this. גמלים פוסעים מערבת צחיחה, רוח צח נושב במדבר. גמלים פוסעים ערבת צחיחה, רוח צח נושב במדבר. גמלים קוראים בלשון צחה, כי חושק הלב ועין קר. גמלים קוראים בלשון צחה, כי חושק הלב ועין קר. גמלים פוסעים ערבת צחיחה, רוח צח סובב במדבר. גמלים פוסעים ערבת צחיחה, רוח צח נושב במדבר. That's all I know about this song. So Sarah dies, Abraham is close to his journey, and in the Haftarah this weekend we read about the last days of King David. He's also dying, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But here's a song from Kansas about the perspective that we should have about life, that we're just dust in the wind. Close my eyes, only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity gust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in the endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It sleeps away. All your money won, another minute behind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. True. Here's a song in Yiddish. Lo mir singen Kinderlach a Zemerl zusammen, a Nigdl a Freilichen mit Wörterlach was Grammen. Die Mame kocht a Lokschensup mit Kasche und mit Knedlach. Guckt der Yom Tov Chanukah, will mich sperren sich mit Dreh. Lach Chiribim, Chiribom, sing, Chiribim, bom, 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 Chiribim, chiri bom, chiri bim bom 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 bom. Chiri biri 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 bim bom bom. Chiri biri 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 bom, chiri bim bom 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 bom. Ya bye ya bye ya bye bye ya bye bye bom bom. Achi wir singen lecha dodi, sollst du singen chiri biri bim. Ach, ich will singen Likrat Kala, sollst du singen Chiribiri Bom. Lecha Dodi Chiribiri Bim, Likrat Kala Chiribiri Bom. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Chiribiri Biri Biri Bom. Chiribim, Chiribom, Chiribim Bom 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 Bom. Chiribim, Biri Bom. Chiri bim bom 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 bom. Chiri biri 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 bim bom bom. Chiri biri 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 bom. Chiri bim bom 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 bom. Ya bye bye ya bye ya bye bye ya bye bye bom bom. Here's a song in Moroccan from the group Sfataim, which mean lips in Hebrew. They're from the city of Sderot that was attacked on October 7, and I want to do it as a tribute to the city of Sderot. It's a Moroccan popular wedding song, a folk song. And it's Ahlan wa Sahlan. It's a great greeting. And Abraham, as you remember, was known for his hospitality when he welcomed the three angels and tried to talk God out of destroying Sodom and Amorah, Sodom and Gomorrah, etc. So here's Ahlan wa Sahlan. Ahlan wa Sahlan, Ahlan bikum. فرحتوا قلبي والفرح بكم زيتوا يا حبيبي محبى اليوم أهلا بالسهلا أهلا بكم عدل كادا سحمتيتها سات مسفيدا سخرموا عليا عدل كعادة سحمتنيتها سات مسفيدا سخرموا عليا بركة معزودة دم 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 ببررم دم 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 درررم دم 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 أهلا وسهلا أهلا بكم فرحتوا قلبي وفرح بكم زيتوا يا حبيبي محبى اليوم أهلا وسهلا أهلا بكم هالليلة حل مزيانة استخوا فيا سخرتوا عليا هالليلة حل مزيانة استخوا فيا سخرتوا عليا بركة مسعودة أهلا وسهلا أهلا بكم فرحتوا قلبي وفرح بكم زيتوا يا حبيبي محبى اليوم أهلا وسهلا أهلا بكم. That's all I know about this song. David is close to dying, and his people brought him a young girl that they looked all over the country for, the most beautiful girl, Avishag Hashunamit, Avishag the Shunammite, to lay in bed with him and keep him warm. That's all, and be his servant. There was no sex involved, but they wanted somebody to keep him warm. Remember that David was a musician, and as he's laying there in his last days, and his kinnor, or whatever instrument he had with strings on it, he's hanging in a window, he must be thinking about this. And here's a song by Yankele Rotblit, words, Shmuley Kraus melody, two of my favorite writers. After 20 years, it's a song for a guitar. After 20 years, you're still playing an old guitar, you're still tuning, and from within your strings, a melody comes out, a melody that was never written before, and then it leaves and goes into the street. The same flavor, the same sound, like a good wine, getting better and better, like all of us. We are good wine getting better. And it goes like this. אחרי 20 שנה את עוד מנגנת גיטרה ישנה את עוד מתכוונת מבין המיתרים לטוב בשבע שירים עוד לא נכתב אחרי 20 שנה שוב אינני ילד תמו נעוריי שיבה זרקה במלך, רק את עודך עמי, איתך שוב אל עצמי, אני חוזר. עוד אותו הצליל, עוד אותו הטעם, שמור כמו יין, יין טוב. מתנגנת בי, מנגינה בוקה, מבין אצבעותיי, לכי לך אל הרחוב. ושוב עולה השיר, ושוב עד כלות הנפש, פרי געגועי, ימי רימון וגפן, ורוח בי עוד שר, רועד אותו מיתר 20 שנה. עוד אותו הצליל, עוד אותו הטעם, שמור כמו יין, יין טוב. מתנגנת בי, מנגינה בוקה, מבין אצבעותיי, לכי לך אל הרחוב. אחרי 20 שנה, היה לי רע, שיר המעלות, האם אתה שומע? השיר עד יום מותי, נושאת את תפילתי, המנגינה. עוד אותו הצליל, ועוד אותו הטעם, שמור כמו יין, יין טוב. מנגנת בי, מנגינה בוקה, מבין אצבעותיי, לכי לך אל הרחוב. When Rebecca comes with Eliezer back with the camels, she sees a man in the field and she says to him, "Who is that man?" And he said, "That is going to be your husband." And she either fainted or she went off the camel, we don't know. But he was so beautiful, she fell down, and she was gorgeous as well. So here is a song by Arik Einstein, words, Shem Tov Levi, melody. What killed me was the laughter that you had in your eyes. What melted me was the warmth that came out of you when you gave me your hand, when you whispered me your name, etc. מה שהרס אותי היה הצחוק שהיה לך בעיניים, שאמרת נעים מאוד. מה שהמיס אותי היה החום שזרם ממך, כשנתת לי ידך. הייתה זו אהבה ממבט ראשון, love first sight, כמו בסיפורים, like in the stories. אהבה ממבט ראשון, מה שהרס אותי היה הכן שהיה לך בעיניים, כשפגשת את מבטי. מה ששבה אותי היה החופש שקרן ממך, כשלחשת לי את שמך. הייתה זו אהבה ממבט ראשון, כמו בסיפורים. אהבה ממבט ראשון, And Isaac, he knew that they're going to come back with a wife for him. So he's out in the field. You know, he was known for digging all the wells that were covered by the Canaanites to get water for the land. He was a farmer. He worked the land and he was very, very dedicated to the land. So he's walking around dreaming about his future wife. And remember, he was 37 when Abraham sacrificed him, so he must be in his 40s. And this is a song by the Everly Brothers. All you have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 when I want you. In my arms, when I want you. And all your charms, whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 dream. Here's a song from Shlomo Carlebach. Because of the fathers and mothers, you will save their children. Biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal avot toshia banim. Biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal avot toshia banim. Biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal avot toshia banim. Biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal, biglal, biglal avot, biglal avot toshia banim. ותביא גאולה לבני בניהם, ותביא גאולה לבני בניהם. Sing with me, like, ותביא גאולה אלי בני בניהם, ותביא גאולה לי בני בניהם. So David, last days, and Bathsheba, the one that gave him the boy Solomon, Shlomo, comes to see him because she heard that one of his other sons, Adoniah, made himself king. So she comes and bows before him, and she asks him if that was his will, that Adoniah would be king. And he goes, no, I promised you that Shlomo, Solomon, will be king after me. And it happens. But when she hears that from David, she says, Yechi Adoni HaMelech David Leolam. Long live my master, my Lord, King David, forever. So here's a song. David, Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, Vekayam. David 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 Melech Israel, Chai, Chai, Vekayam. And here's another song by Leonard Cohen about that very same story. I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and he pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled kings composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your face was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, Bathsheba, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Now maybe there's a God above. All I ever learned from love is how to shoot at someone who outdrew ya. It's not a cry you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, people, I've been here before. I know this room, I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew ya. I've seen your flag on a marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 There was a time you let me know what's really going on below. But now you never show it to me, do ya? And remember when I moved in you, the holy dove was moving too. And every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 I've done my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I learned to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it all went wrong. I stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 I'm going a little longer than I normally do. This is a song by Georges Brassens about the will. And David leaves a will. Abraham makes sure that Isaac will continue in his path. So we all live a will at one point in our lives. This is a funny thing. He writes, is the olive tree still green that my coffin is going to be made from? And he says, if I die, I will sneak out of the grave like a shovav, like a troublesome boy from the class, something I did a lot. And the grave diggers will be mad when I feel like one time to go home. And he says to his wife, find a black dress, find a man that is my size, give him my boots. And if he ever does disturb the rest of the cat, I will come out of my grave and scare him, and he will die from being scared. And he goes like this. Georges Brassens, Nomi Shemer wrote the Hebrew words for the French song. מה אתייפח כעץ בגשם בבוא יומי האחרון, כשאתבקש מיד לגשת אל מקומי שבמרום. אבל גדול אכריס בבית וכל היתים ליגון. האם ירוק עוד עץ הזית אשר נועד לי לארון? האם ירוק עוד עץ הזית אשר נועד לי לארון? אם לעולם הבא אלך לי, אז רק בדרך ארוכה. מתוך הקבר אסתלק לי, כמו פרחח מן הכיתה. הקברנים יבכו מזעם, וגם יצאו מדעתם. כשיתחשק לי עוד הפעם, לשוב הביתה ככה סתם. כשיתחשק לי עוד הפעם, לשוב הביתה ככה סתם. כל רצוני לטעום עוד פעם, שמנת כפר ותות גינה. עוד נשיקה שיש בטעם, ואהבה אחרונה. פעם אחת לטעות בדרך, ולאבד את הצפון. וללטף משוק את ירך את שתי רגלייך היפות. וללטף משוק עד ירך את שתי רגלייך היפות. את זוגתי פרצי בבכי, שתקבלי את הבשורה. שדמעתך תזל עליכי, ושתקני שמלה שחורה. ואחר כך מצאי לך גבר, שמידתו כמידתי. שישתמש אחר העבר במגפיי ומיטתי. שישתמש אחר העבר במגפיי ומיטתי. כל רכושי יהיה לבעל, שיטפל בזוגתי. מכובעי אצרוך הנעל, ייני לחמי ומקטרתי. אך אם יעז ולהפריע את מנוחת החתולה, בחלומו אני אופיע והוא ימות מבהלה. בחלומו אני אופיע והוא ימות מבהלה. כאן מונחים עלי שלכת, כי זהו סוף הצוואה. אין לי ברירה, צריך ללכת, וכבר הגיעה השעה. שוב לא אסבול כאב שיניים, ובזה הבית לא אגור. נא לחזור בעוד יומיים, בגלל האבל פה סגור. נא לחזור בעוד יומיים, בגלל האבל פה סגור. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining me. Next week, tune in. Strudel Arya Shikler on YouTube. You can play it anytime on Shabbat. And wishing you a second soul, lots of good vibing. Shabbat Shalom.